Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. Today, an in-state battle between two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Roadrunners will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Texas Longhorns offense takes the field. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy that can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Leaves it with the running back. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
So the UTSA Roadrunners offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He'll do it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Basket. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. And the Roadrunners are in the hurry-up. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hart. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, and that's a great job. You know, 3rd and
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hendricks. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to get rid of it. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position, and the returner will be knocked down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. And the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's got his man. Touchdown, Longhorn! A great catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tip.
And he breaks into the open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Roadrunners in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection, get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UTSA!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Hart. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Roadrunners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Going up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Basket. The ball's free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Here comes the Texas offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. He's going to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Rolls it in. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Second and very short here for the offense. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And the fullbacks are just big, burly, strong suckers. They got bloody knuckles, tape all over the place, and they're just lowering their shoulder, trying to hit you, trying to get positive yards, and it's exactly what he does on that play.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Using the quick game. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Roadrunners come to the line in the hurry up. Handoff from the shotgun. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play-action fake. They're trying to get to him. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Four wide out set, two on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Finds a man on the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Toss sweep right. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
When you run it up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Off play action. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Got a man. It's Hart. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On second down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Got it in the middle. It's Trevino. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. They're going to throw it again. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. He's looking downfield to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Roadrunners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Fires downfield. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off.
Going up top. Makes the catch down the right side. All kinds of running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. On second down, just keeps firing. Snagged in the middle, it's Sanchez. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And the Roadrunners will punt this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown. Looking for a huge play. He's got it on the right. Off he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field to score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The road runners want to move quickly. They'll run it from the gun. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line loud, everybody.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Got a man, it's Trevino. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Quarterback tried to scramble.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D-linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He'll start this drive firing. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Connection to the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 13 over Air Force. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Pocket starts to collapse. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Makes a move. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Grind out, flanked him on the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Wow, and that's another big play from this guy. We've seen him now dominate. He's been able to get pressure on the quarterback, and David, he's just been living in the opponent's backfield.
This dude is an animal. A couple of sacks, a couple of tackles for a loss, just putting his imprint on the game. In the pass game, in the run game, you better know where he's at. You might want to think about putting at least 2 guys on him.
And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Give to the running back. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Texas. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man. Yeah,
and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week.
And the Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.